Kids, when did you realize your parents might be terminally stupid? Finally, a story I can tell. Every Friday, my mother goes grocery shopping. It's a block away, and she usually drives there. On this particular day, after she finished shopping, she decides to walk back. The next morning, she wakes me and my father up to let us know her car was stolen. Cops come, we fill out paperwork and in. Meanwhile, she gets a rental car. That's not even the best part. The following Friday, she drives again to the grocery market and parks right next to her stolen car, which is a champagne-colored Mitsubishi Diamante. Not such a common car/color. She comments how similar the car looks like hers, but makes nothing of it. A few days later, the cops call us to let us know the car is in the grocery store's parking lot 1 block away. Yeah, I got plenty of other stories, but that's probably the best one. Not my mom, but mom of my college girlfriend. She was from Bible Belt, Indiana. I'm Latino from Chicago. I was the first person of color she ever met. GF and her mom had me for Thanksgiving one year, and her mom asked me what pleather meant. I was really confused, and she said she knew it was Spanish, but not for what. I was totally lost because I understand Spanish but can't respond. I had to explain to her that it's plastic leather, like my belt. She didn't believe me and called me racist for keeping my people's language a secret. My dad crashed his car at 8 a.m. on his way to work because he was surprised at a naked woman streaking across the road. When the police turned up and asked what happened, he explained that he ended up crashing as he wasn't sure if he really just saw naked women or if he was still drunk from the night before. And that is how he lost his driver's license, because oddly enough, there was a naked woman and he was still drunk. My parents are well educated, but this was one of the stupidest things I've seen them do. I was in the basement playing video games and went upstairs to my parents frantically looking for me. They were in that anger relief kind of state and told me they'd been looking for me for hours and were about to call the cops. Here's the thing. I had my phone on me the entire time and had received no calls/text/messages from either of them. Also, none of them ever went down to the basement to check if I was there, otherwise they would have seen me. I couldn't have really left the house either, because I wasn't old enough to drive at the time. I don't know what was going through their minds, but it definitely wasn't common sense. I would have loved to see the police officer's face if they found me in the basement after they called the cops. Well, my parents just got through complaining they couldn't afford basics. Then my mother went and bought $200 pillows and some fancy towels. They have never bought a home. They say they were priced out, but their stuff is all top of the line. They live in an expensive rental area. I offered to buy them a place 1/4 the rent price. My dad must live near the ocean, so they keep struggling. Edit stuff, edit example. Mom wants to move up here. When dad worked, he made really good money, 75 to 80 an hour. Never saved a penny. Now he has his SS check and still wishes to live as if he makes 80 an hour. Mom makes 14. We have a big home in a rural area we could add on to or buy a cabin for them with some of our savings, effectively lowering their rent. They had opportunity after opportunity to buy and still wish they had. I'll give you an example of how they deal with things. One day, Mom got back to work and noticed her car was gone. Dad was in the parking lot waiting for her in new Mercedes. He had gone and sold both their car and truck, bought a 2-seater sports car and a giant boat. They couldn't tow the boat without the truck. These are my parents.